Want to have fun and get some good flow of money and fun. This is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 6 RS, so a lighter weight version, and Tommy Makinen edition. And it's tuned, but it's also capped at 600 pp points. So as you can see here, it's capped at 600 pp points, so the power has been limited to almost 100%, 89.6%. Everything is tuned, and then you go to International A, so not the Super. You have some wear and tear on the tires here, and this track is the fastest here. So you have 5 rounds, but because the duration of the track allows you to lap around in 1.5 minutes, this is a good exercise. It also has nice turns, not too much straight, so you have some fun here. Here you see the competition, especially that focus, no, that, where is it? Normally there's a Ford, I think it's an Escort, no, it's RS2 200. That rally car is the strongest competitor in this field. All these cars should normally outcompete this Lancer because they are racing version and this is not, but this car will decimate the field. It's all-wheel drive, you have good traction. If you don't overcook the bends, then you have understeer of course, but if you do not overcook them, you can have a tight corner. And also this car has no big weaknesses, so it's strong on the straights, it's strong in the turns, it doesn't brake as hard as those racing cars, it's the only suffering it has, but it has all other types of benefits. You can brake quite late with my settings, also it's prone to oversteer when you're on the brakes, and it turns in quite crisply, giving you excellent traction. And you can see this is even the first round, so you have 5 rounds in completion. This win, first place, will give you about 45,000 credits, which is a good score. There are of course better tracks to do, but those are often taking a lot longer. And also you need to have a better car. This car you can even win with a very good car with about 400 pp. Might be able to win this track. So this is a good entry even if you don't have this car. But this car is very cheap to begin with, 24,000 credits. So you will be very mistaken if you will not try to buy this car if you like Lancers. Of course, if you like another car, you will be free to use that car. This car is a nice competitor. Also, the Honda Civic Type R's are excellent on this track. Another car that I really think is underestimated on this track is the Golf 5 GTI. Really excellent performance here. And all those cars are naturally below the 600 pp points. Here you see at this time there is no RS200, so the best car is not as good as it could be. See, the speed is approaching about 260 kilometers an hour, so if you get the speed up to like 250 and then elongate the last gear a little bit, you will be fine without maxing it out. And you should attempt to make it make you able to hit top speed also when you're in a draft. So if you naturally only approach 240 kilometers an hour without draft, then it still would be nice that you have a little bit more oomph to go if you're behind some other cars, which gives you that additional pull. You see also the first round I'm already under 1 minute 30 seconds. I think the second round was even better, 1 minute 25, which is excellent for 600 pp. So pp stands for performance points, sorry for that. I think if you would run this track in a perfect way, near perfect way, you might be able to lap the last car. But for that I think you need to at least gap the second car by 30 seconds, something like that. And that will be quite hard because you see now I'm in the third round. There's only 6 seconds between us. But perhaps someone who's driving better than I am, I try to drive cleanly here, might be able to do this a lot better. And also you see there's some wear and tear on the tires. I must say that this class allows you racing hard as the best tire choice, so you cannot have racing soft or whatever. But those would also have some additional tire wear, which in the long run of those 5 rounds might not be suitable. So you will have some rounds that you're faster with all that additional traction. But overall I doubt if you would be faster with softer tires, because there's also wear and tear, especially on the front tires, as you can see. You can reduce that by putting a lot more of the power to the rear wheels. I like it like this, but also that the front has a lot of traction. I think this helps acceleration and also helps if you are hitting the grass or doing a little bit less clean turning, that you have your front tires also pulling you away instead of all the power going to the rear tires. Front tires are also used a lot by braking. You can set, of course, the brake bias a little bit more to the rear, which I also did, but still, because the weight is shifting to the front tires have the worst of traction to deal with. So that now that one of the rear tires was sliding up to that tire, to that bend, that was caused by the brake bias being more on the rear. But oftentimes, almost all the time, you see that the front tires are getting the worst. You see them also, the rear tires are still a little bit bluish, while the front tires are yellow or even red to the corners. And once they pop red, they will lose a lot of traction, so you will be pushed to the outside of the corner a lot more. So the rear right tire turning a little bit red there. It's already the last round. You see me also braking a little bit more to that corner than I should have. But you see me consequently hitting at 1 minute 25 mark, which is extremely good in my opinion. So I'm not hitting that 30 seconds gap, as you might be able to tell, but there's quite a lot of consistency to those first 4 rounds. This round will be a bad round, as you can see. Also, I was overcooking it. I think the tire wear, I should have adopted to that and have a little bit more of a conservative approach there, which I didn't, and then overcooked it, was pushed wide, and that resulted in me failing there. So still 1 minute 32 seconds is not bad. I'll also show you the prize money, which is excellent for such a short episode. 45,000 credits. I hope you like it, and that money can be used to tune another car. Have a great day.